Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We're talking Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
And specifically, we're looking at this company, MicroStrategy.
Right.
Now, they're a software company, but
Yes.
they've been making headlines lately
They have.
with a very unusual
Yeah.
strategy, shall we say.
Very unusual. Very bold.
And that is basically they're going all in on Bitcoin.
Yeah, they're putting their money where their mouth is, that's for sure.
We're going to try to unpack this a little bit today.
Absolutely.
Looking at some analysis by this Bernstein analyst, Gautam Chugani.
Right.
And he actually thinks that
Yeah.
this could be
Yeah.
a stroke of genius.
Could be a brilliant move.
And
Yeah.
so to give everybody some context,
Right.
this is not just like dabbling in Bitcoin.
Right.
We're
Right.
talking this
Oh.
company holds
Mm-hmm.
a very large amount of Bitcoin.
Yes. An enormous amount.
386,700 Bitcoins
Almost 2%
as of right now.
of all the Bitcoin in existence.
Almost 2%.
It's remarkable.
Of all the Bitcoin out there, which is just,
Wow.
it's mind-boggling to even think about.
It really is. I mean, this is not a typical investment strategy you see from a software company, right? So
Well,
there's a story here.
I'll say
Let's
tell.
just go.
Let's dig into this Chugani guy.
Yeah.
What is he saying
Oh,
about all
that's-
this?
He is really bullish on MicroStrategy, and he calls them a Bitcoin magnet.
Okay.
He's basically predicting
Okay.
that by 2033,
Yeah.
they could be holding 4% of all Bitcoin in existence,
Wow.
which is just, I mean,
Double
we'll think about that for a second.
what they have now.
Double what they have now,
Wow.
which is already
That's a bold prediction.
unprecedented.
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah, and not only that, he suggests this strategy could drive their stock price way up.
How far up?
He's talking $600 a share.
Wow.
So he's super bullish.
Now, we've got to understand
Yeah.
how they're actually getting all this Bitcoin.
Yeah. Right, because they're not just, like you said, pulling it out from under the couch cushions.
Right.
Right. So they've been using a combination of debt and equity offerings.
Okay.
So basically, they've been borrowing money at these really, really low interest rates we've had.
Yeah.
And they've been issuing new shares of stock to raise capital
Okay.
and then using that money that they've acquired to buy more Bitcoin.
So they're really capitalizing on like the market conditions to just acquire.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're taking advantage of kind of this perfect storm of events, you know, low interest rates, this growing interest in Bitcoin. They're riding that wave.
It sounds like this Chugani guy
Yeah.
is
He's banking on Bitcoin,
Yeah,
price
yeah.
going up.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, a lot of people are, right?
right.
That's the whole allure of Bitcoin in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he's laid out some really aggressive price targets.
Such as
Okay, so he's saying $200,000 per
Mhm.
Bitcoin by 2025.
okay, so 5 years,
$500,000
Yeah.
by 2029.
less than 10 years,
And get this, $1 million
$1 million.
per Bitcoin by 2033.
So he thinks it's going to 10x, basically,
Essentially, yeah, he's got a very optimistic outlook.
within the next decade.
Yes.
Now, obviously, this is
Nobody has a crystal ball.
crypto, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're talking about predictions here.
Yeah.
So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, right?
Yep.
But he believes that Bitcoin's scarcity.
Right.
There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins.
Right.
And when you combine that with the fact that more and more institutions are getting interested in Bitcoin,
Yeah.
he thinks that these price targets are achievable.
Okay, so it's a very, very,
It's a gamble.
it is a gamble.
It's a high risk,
Yeah, but potential
high reward.
reward.
But I mean,
Yeah.
let's talk about the risks
Yeah.
for a second here.
Of course, we have to address the elephant in the room.
What if this guy's wrong? It's exactly what if Bitcoin doesn't tape off the way he thinks it is?
Go to $1 million
Yeah, or what if
by 2033.
it stagnates? Or even worse,
Yeah.
it crashes.
Right.
I mean, then MicroStrategy could be in a lot of trouble
Yeah.
because they put so many eggs in this one basket.
All their eggs are in one
It's
basket.
a very volatile basket.
So this is a risky move.
It is absolutely a risky move, no doubt about it.
So, I mean, what does this all say about
Yeah.
the role of cryptocurrency
It's a really interesting question, isn't it?
in the business world?
Because MicroStrategy is kind of out there
Yeah.
on their own, doing their own thing.
Are they crazy or are they pioneers?
Are they pioneers? Are they leading the way? Are we going to see other companies
All going to be
follow in their footsteps?
investing in Bitcoin?
Yeah, in 5-10 years.
Yeah. Or is this,
It's just a blip.
is this just a blip,
Just one weird company
a flash in the pan?
that's doing this crazy thing. Yeah, it remains to be seen, doesn't it?
Yeah. Could you imagine, like, your 401k plan.
Right.
And it's like,
you open it up.
you can choose
So
it.
there's Bitcoin.
Right.
Right alongside your stocks and bonds.
Right.
I mean, it's a crazy thought.
That's a whole new world.
But who knows? Maybe that's the future.
Maybe. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
It certainly will.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
This has been pretty interesting stuff.
Really fascinating.
It'll be
Yeah.
fun to watch it all unfold.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
All right. Thanks again.
When we bought Bitcoin, we bought 250 million. No public company had ever bought any. People thought we were crazy. So then we bought another 175 million. People thought we were crazy. Then we bought 600 million more. People said, you can't stand on it. It'll destroy you. It's like standing on a bridge made of steel. And I concluded, it's the perfect engineered material to solve our problem, but people are living in fear. And how are we going to get them to not be fearful? I was reminded of Andrew Carnegie's example. It's like, build the bridge, go stand out in the middle of the bridge. You build an airplane, fly the airplane. Show people that it's not going to break. We said, well, if it's good for 100 million, it's good for $1 billion. If it's good for $1 billion, we might as well go for $4 billion, right? And at some point, people will realize that they have more to fear by not embracing this technology than by embracing it.